Hey guys, the Chicken is here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we finally made some pretty good progress. We got up to rank 23 and a little bit farther than that, which was great. So we're going to show you guys everything you need to know pretty much going into the end of the season. I don't think things are going to really change that much other than, you know, attack strats and base changes. The final tech is, of course, needing everything, but let's take a quick little look in the shop here first. We do have the code chicken. Appreciate if you throw that in. What was I actually going to show you? Was it the boom pass? I thought I got the skin. I was close to it. Not close to it at all. There must have been some offers or something in the shop recently that I was going to bring up, but anyways, I digress. So here's where we're at, guys. 2358 with the crazy chicken base, which seemed to work. So here's the stats: 70 BH, 100 DVD, 50 troop health, 130 troop damage, and negative 20 gunbutt energy, which did come back to bite us a little bit because we're running, what is it, 3-5 heavy chopper bomber, and it's, actually no, we can get all of them down. So it didn't come back to bite us. Alright, so let's go over the tech tree here, guys, and I'll show you what worked for us to rank up today. And that was simply getting bombardiers. That got us to 23. Troop damage got us a little bit beyond 23. So as you can see here, it wasn't straight wins. It was pretty much up and down all around. But we really kind of got the attack on lock towards the end. Currently sitting at 133 globally and number 6 on the Canadians, which is pretty sweet. And it's looking like a very low cutoff this season, because I believe the bottom of 500 is not even at rank 22 yet. It's still rank 21, I think. It will be 22 fairly soon, but yeah. So that's the base I've been using. I wouldn't really recommend this one. I think the Doom Cannon is actually better than the Sky Shield. A lot of these attacks, especially the ones that I lost, were really, really close. And some guys were able to get really fast hits on it. But let's go over the attack first. Let's go over the attack. Now, you would look at some of these bases, and you would think, with Heavy Chopper Bomber, like, okay, you know, the smart thing is going to be to go like 1-2 from this side, and then kind of clear, you know, 2-3 up here, clear these dudes up to the middle, flare, right? That certainly was not my experience today. Maybe with remote defib or with speed serum, that would be a thing. I found just dropping them all from the bottom, more often than not, you got a pretty good natural split. They would flare out on the sides and then just move forwards. And I don't have barrage or artillery yet either. So I mean, we're pretty much just shocking stuff and flaring. That's what our gunboat is really boiled down to. Put it in 2x mode here just so you get the idea. Now, a couple things that became a nuisance. This shock blaster over here was a big pain, especially if it was under a Sky Shield. That could pick off some bombers. And not having anything to deal with the mines was an issue. So I was considering getting barrage, you know, fairly soon, probably after speed serum, just to have something to deal with the mines. But we don't have that for right now, so we just got to make it work. And the way we do that is we just time our second wins perfectly, make sure we shock stuff, throw our medkits when we need them. We're typically not using a lot of medkits in the attack, so I mean we can throw 2 down, you know, at the beginning where we need them, and then from this point out, we're just second winding and flaring. Now you see here we can shoot over this gap on this engine, so yeah, I mean, as long as they're in range of that, it's not like they have to go up and around or do a huge kind of walkthrough. So there's that base. That base I found was pretty much the same each and every single time. Now, if we show Mr. Knight Wada here, who's a great player, always finishes super high. This base, this was a very common base. A lot of people are running this one, especially with max defense. Now, you'll see here he's got everything. He's got the critter launchers. He's got the Doom Cannon. He's got the damage amp. He's got 70 BH, 100 DVD, so that seemed to be, even for the defensive guys, that seemed to be the stats everybody was running, but I found it best to attack this base coming from this right-hand side. I came down this ramp here the first few times I hit it, just thinking like slow roll, we'll get through it. They get too choked up in the center. You can still take it down, but it's tough with negative 20 GBE because you can really got to pick your shocks out, and that Doom Cannon almost one-shots heavy choppers, so I had to be really careful for it. So you see here, I actually delayed one of my heavy choppers just because I didn't want to bother. It wasn't going to have any extra benefit of putting it out. You see right there, look at that one boom cannon targeting the heavy chopper, how much damage it did. So yeah, we can take out this engine on the left from this corner. It's a little bit awkward, but it does work. And then we're just free clearing. We're just free clearing and we're shocking, and you know, we're on top of enough buildings that we're gaining a lot of our gunboat energy back, you know, as we're working our way through the base. And you'll see I'm focusing on keeping the shock launcher down, because this is one of those choke points where the shock launcher can ruin you, and keeping the Doom Cannon down. The Doom Cannon has to be shocked. I forget if it gets a shot off on one of our heavy choppers or not, but just you'll have to take my word for it. It does a lot of damage to the HCs, so we don't want to let it go, especially at the beginning. That's why I delay dropped my other heavy chopper. So the critter launchers can be a problem. The thing is, with only 70 building health, and we have 130 building damage, as soon as we're on them, we can take them down. Even the heavies from the heavy choppers can take them down fairly quickly, as you can see here. So we're not hung up on them for too long. And at this point of the attack, we're just simply free clearing. We're just free clearing, and then we're getting ready to flare. Even though Kavan is down at this point, I mean, typically this is where we want the second wins, because we want that extra chip from all the heavies. But we had to sacrifice there. We had to go for a quick shock on the machine gun. And, you know, again, having that little bit of extra troop damage just allows everything to be safer. And we were able to get the attack done there. I forget what time he got. 152. Actually, we should show his, because he was heavy chopper rushing, which 152 is a pretty decent time, especially on this kind of slow you down spread style base. Oh, he went heavy choppers with Zookas. Okay, interesting. So he doesn't have bombers yet. That was his problem. We still got a pretty good time on him, so you can use this too. Obviously, if you don't have bombardiers just yet, you're going to be a little bit out from them. It's probably better. Well, it's definitely better, as we can see right here, than using grenadiers on a spread base. So, yeah, that's definitely an alternative for sure. This attack was really tricky. So this guy had the Sky Shield on the left. He had the blaster in the back. And I don't mean it was... I guess tricky is the wrong word. He almost beat us. His attack was very good. Except he false retreat at the end, which is kind of a jerk move. But anyways, so yeah, just free clearing. Not really a whole lot going on here. Free clearing, just trying to watch those mines. And I think, yeah, you just got to be careful when you opt to free clear versus flaring, because sometimes the flaring can take longer, believe it or not. But his attack was pretty quick with the heavy chopper, rocket chopper stuff. Oh no, he was using bombers, okay. And it was actually the Sky Shield that ended up saving us. I moved the Shock Blaster under the Sky Shield just in hopes it would pick off a couple bombers, and actually came in pretty clutch here. So he went spread. He actually lost Kavan at the very beginning, so I think that's probably why we won this. Otherwise, his attack was looking pretty quick. I mean, for that to only cost him 4 seconds. Yep, and then he can't flare that engine because of the Sky Shield, but you see there he does fake retreat, so... glad we were able to give him the smackdown on that one. Don't like any fake retreaters, but yeah, so there it is. So I'm just waiting at this point to get the speed serum. I figured since I'm like global 120, probably not going to get up any higher right now. And I've got the one chest booked, and then the next one will give us the speed serum. So that's the next stop, and then we want to go to probably barrage. Or no, critter launchers. Yeah, speed serum, critter launcher, barrage, artillery. That's what we're looking at for the rest of the season. And then obviously all the stuff, if you haven't got it yet that I've got, then I would prioritize doing that. So hope that helps you guys out. Let me know how you're making out on your push. down below in the comments. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. We'll catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.